What's up, kitty cats? It's me, the host of this show. It's episode 182 of This World Blows with, I was going to say with your host, I just said that. But I'm not going to start again. Okay? But we're back. It's the comedy podcast known as This World Blows. What's been going on, guys? You know what I don't want to talk about? Those damn LA fires, because we've all heard plenty about it. But let me just say this. While being out here in LA, I've noticed every single cigarette smoker in LA is in hiding right now. Everyone is pretending, they're like smoking indoors. No one wants to be seen smoking anything right now, which I think is kind of funny. It's just funny to imagine everyone smoking indoors, ruining their furniture because of the judgment they'll get from the outside world, as if their cigarette was the cause of this. When it could have been, I guess. I don't know. I have seen actually, since the fires, I have seen multiple people, old people, smoking cigarettes in their driveways in dangerous areas. So I guess I lied when I said they're all in hiding. I have seen two. I've caught two people. But they were so old, they might not have even known the LA fires happened. They're that kind of person. So, I'm not going to count them. But yes, it is annoying. Everyone's, during the fires and now, everyone's been, cropping photos and things to make it look the most extreme. Most of Los Angeles, the city, in fact, none of the city is burned, okay? It is these certain specific areas. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to hear these dumb conspiracy theories. And I've noticed this about conspiracy theories. The reason it's mostly men that start conspiracy theories is because all it is just getting to say, I knew it. Like, in the end, if you boil it down, any conspiracy, it's just a guy trying to not be wrong. You know what I mean? It's just it's just the classic male competition of like, I don't want to look stupid. I want to say, I knew it. Yeah, I always knew that. It's like every grown man's brain is a 13-year-old boy that pretends he understands something the older kids talk about. When they talk about something sexual, they go, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm like you guys. That's what all your conspiracies are, okay? You're just trying not to be wrong. But the sad thing is you're always going to be wrong because you're never going to know what other people have done in conspiratorial terms, ever. You're never going to get to know. That's the whole point. So, might as well do as I do. Go watch Instant Karma YouTube videos of people getting injured. You'll feel way better. All right, let's get past this news. I hate news. I hate contemporary things. The last thing I'll talk about, TikTok's gone, but also it's back. By the time you hear this, it's back. Okay, so that also doesn't matter. Taking something away to give it back one day later, so you'll be grateful. That's almost the definition of an abusive relationship. But I've been thinking about this. Social media is like the perfect advertising because, like previously on TV, on networks and stuff, people can complain, and the networks don't want to get complaints. But social media tricked everyone into you individually being the network, essentially. You know what I mean? Like if someone wants to downvote something you're promoting, they're downvoting you. No one tries to hit up TikTok and say, as a corporation, I don't like this. They go to you and they report your thing, or they block, or whatever, they download, whatever they do. But so they've tricked the humans on the platform into being individual networks that can personally be canceled. You could get your shit shut down personally because the crowd doesn't like it. But TikTok doesn't, or none of the social media. Does this make sense, guys? You listening to me? It's like the old idiots that used to write letters to networks, those kind of psychopaths. That's what everyone leaving any comment is anyways. It's that. It's you. That's you guys. You're losers. You're losers writing network letters to Johnny Carson saying, what you joked about was offensive. That's everyone leaving a comment. But it's just funny that the apps have tricked us into not complaining to them or about them. We complain about the individuals instead, which is, it's like if you don't like the thing, we should attack the actual network. That's the app. It's not an individual. We should attack the thing that allows the promotion of these bad ideas or whatever it is. But that's not going to happen. They tricked us. They tricked us all into individually being personal networks that are now trying to... it's so funny, they're making us please the crowd, and we are the crowd. They've turned us into these weird vessels that are trying to, like, in order for me to monetize, in order for me to get the likes, I gotta do what the people like. And it's like, that used to be, getting notes was what a network got for their shows. But now they've outsourced all these things to us personally. It's incredibly embarrassing. But let's move on to something. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of this world. I hate this world. This world blows, as the name of the show has said over 181 times. Now 182. Let's watch this. Now, let me just say this. I cannot tell you how many times, and I'm dead serious, I cannot tell you how many times I've downloaded this music video in my lifetime. Obviously for comedic reasons, always. It's hilarious. But I just re-downloaded this R.Kelly Gotham City video, okay? And I just remembered, like, I've downloaded this video, I promise you, at least 20 times throughout my lifetime of being on the internet. I've downloaded it and used it I've just had to use it for something. Because it's one of my favorite things of all time. And I'm going to try to watch the whole thing through. We'll see if YouTube lets me. But this is one of my favorites. We can get the lyrics going too. Okay, cowboy hat. I mean, if you guys grew up in the grotesque 90s, you might have seen this video for a minute. I don't know if it was a hit, but this was part of the Batman series, R. Kelly's Gotham City. And if you can't tell already, even before the lyrics come in, it appears he's never heard of Batman or Gotham City. He's wearing a cowboy or a cow print cowboy hat and a cow print motorcycle riding through New York City. It's kind of a Michael Jackson style song where it's like trying to encompass everything on a cinematic level, but like, follow these lyrics. A city of justice. A city of love. A city of peace. For every one of us. We all need it. Can't live without it. Gotham City. Okay, no, he's never heard of Gotham City. It is not a city of justice and peace. He literally is defying the concept of it. Don't you talk about children, R. How we need a place where we can go. A land where everyone will have a hero. A city of justice. I mean, it's so Michael Jackson. You're supposed to start clapping, then go. A city of peace for every one of us. 'Cause we all need it. Gotham City. He's never heard of Batman. This is incredible. It's in the theme. It's a part of the soundtrack of a Batman movie. He's never looked into Batman, and no one corrected him. They just go, just sing about this place called Gotham City. Okay, you guys ready for a bridge and a key change? I mean, I know this song back to front on a horrific level. Ready for the black church to come into Gotham City? I mean, I guess he's just trying to replicate I Believe I Can Fly, but... Key change! Here we go, clap. The clap hasn't started yet, but it should. We all need it. And in fact, you cannot live without it. We need a city of justice. Now, he's dancing in his gigantic bed wearing pajamas, singing about the city of peace of Gotham City. Simply because. Okay, that's also my favorite part. Simply because. Simply because. That kind of ad-lib in a song like this is my favorite thing in the world to say. Simply because. Oh, simply because we all need it and we can't live without it. Now, I want it to be on the record no matter what happens, or no matter what his future is. Oh, look at that spin. No matter what happens to him, he did once say that he cannot live without Gotham City. R. Kelly, these are his words. Can't live without it. Simply because we all need it. Gotham City. So, I think there's actually like a minute left in this song. And we probably won't go that far. Because although the visuals are amazing. This video is like, what is this? Like 12, what's it called? was trying to make a joke about how low res it is, and then I realized I don't even know the regular resolutions. But it's very low res. This video, I mean, who knows how this is still out there? It's literally getting smaller and smaller. It's like a 18th copy of a copy that lives on the internet. We'll see if YouTube flags me or like tries to get me to pay R.Kelly for this. I'll gladly pay him to keep this video up, because people need to know that these are his words, that he refuses to live without Gotham. In fact, if he dies in jail, if there's a suicide scenario, you know exactly why. Because he refused to live, he can't live without Gotham City, is what he said, okay? He refused to live without it. And as far as I know, he's not imprisoned in Gotham City, so this guy might be taking his own life soon. Okay, that was a good refresher. That, got me away from reality for a while. I've been wondering this. Serious question. There's a lot of times where you say words for your whole life and then you have no idea what they actually mean. And I just thought of the other day, I was like, what is a trust fund? What literally is a trust fund? What does that mean? Like, if your parent was a very, very rich person, they just give you money. What is a trust fund? What does that mean? We put our money in a trust. I mean, I guess I could have looked this up, but you hear things like trust fund kid, and I'm like, yeah, dumbass trust fund kid. And I go, I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what those words. I'm so low on the ladder of society that I don't even know the definition of what that means. I don't understand why your parents. Why would you need to move money at all? You just put it in their wallet, in their bank account. In fact, your kid probably doesn't even have his own bank account. It's just taking money. He has a credit card linked to your bank account. So what is a trust fund? Seems like an old world concept, and we should update it to like credit kid or something. He's a credit kid. I like that better, actually. He's a credit kid. He's using his parents' credit. We're just rich kid. I just don't understand trust fund. I don't get it. I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to let it live. Just going to let it be. But think about this, too, a lot. Before we open the gates of hell, because we will soon open these gates of hell to look at the TikTok, Instagram, music world, the theropop genre that's come out. But I keep thinking about why does this make me cringe so much when I see people doing this stuff? Like, one element is the self-filming element. And I remember like when MySpace came out, and a younger brother of mine was into that and was into taking pictures of yourself from a high angle to look different, and you upload all of them. And I couldn't relate to the idea because if you can see your arm is the one taking the picture, that was embarrassing to us. There was old school, I guess is what it is, old school fame or whatever you'd call it, however I grew up. The idea was that you are famous, and then people want to take pictures. People want that stuff from you, but you don't really want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to be cool. You're supposed to be like a little Tom Yorkie, a little punk rocky, but a little bit like, I don't desire you to do that, but you can take my dumbass picture. That's a cool attitude. But when you're the person setting up the camera and doing it all of yourself, that is grotesque to me personally. That's part of the cringe element, because I grew up liking music videos and all that, all the same stuff that is now morphed into self-made versions. The difference was, I guess I was imagining, or maybe pretending, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but I was imagining that most of these artists didn't enjoy the process of making a music video and didn't really like to do it. They just had to do it. That was kind of the vibe of the world I grew up in, almost. I mean, you were glad to be famous, I guess, but you also, most of the people were like, yeah, it was some random director made this music video. They didn't always like the concept or have anything to do with it. And that appeals to me more. The idea of you're getting photographed, you're getting all that same attention, but you're not supposed to be overtly in love with that. You're not supposed to like be engaging in that and welcoming that. You're supposed to be kind of annoyed that someone would want to interview you. You're supposed to be realistic enough to know, like, oh, I'm not special, so it's dumb that you want to talk to me. That is a cool attitude. But that is just, it's gone, you know. It's like now the embarrassment of self-filming is now completely gone. And so the world is entered this other phase that I'm now left out of. Because to me, I just like, if I can detect that you made that yourself, I mean, unless it's comedy, there's certain things where you can let that go because who else is going to do it? But if it's serious art, I guess that's what it is. If it's asking you to be taken seriously, saying, please take me seriously, it's really hard if I see that you did multiple versions of this, and then you did comedy sketches about the making of your serious music video, and you're trying to extract as much content as you can out of any piece of material you've put out. That ain't purty. That ain't purty, y'all. But, I'm outnumbered, so I guess I'm wrong. Now, let's open up the gates of hell. It's time for some Therapop. Last week I was calling it like Thera-rock, but it's not rock music, okay? Obviously it's pop. So Therapop is the designated genre of this internet music that I hate. So let's get into one, okay? I don't even know who this one is, but let's just have a listen.
Maybe I'm the dumb one. When you think that you got what you think that you got, give it up, 'cause you're so dumb.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was just talking about. It's like this, also it's been done in music videos, but again, a real production did it. When, I can't remember, big famous rapper. I remember it was the Humble video. Someone just did this years back. So it's been done. And the thing is, it was a big production and it looked cool. They have nice cameras. This is clearly, you guys made this with your crew of, your 10 friends or whatever. And it's embarrassing because I can tell. It's supposed to be that you are an enigmatic artist that's hard to pin down. It's not supposed to be that you wrote the treatment for your own thing and you're promoting it on every level possible. But again, we're living in an era of white girls rapping, and that being literally not cool, standard. That's basic level 1. No one is wincing or cringing at that right now, which is insane. Now let's and if you're going, excuse me, white girls can rap too. Anyway, okay, well, let's watch this.
Don't care for love, but on the top dog, 'cause you run your place. I came from the dirt, had to pay my way. I couldn't pay my bills before, but now I'm climbing my range. I'm trying to stay out the way, but if I make that car, little bro gon' spank. White tee and I ain't talking about tank. Real sir mixed up in this drink. Play ball, but don't shoot out hang. Fuck these hoes, I wanna stay for a ring. Keep clothes, I wanna pick your brain.
Okay, next time you get in any type of gender fight, send this video. Send this video to anyone if you're in any type of, and it's not going to make sense. It's not going to even be fair. But if you get into a fight that has anything to do with gender, I want you to send this video. Doesn't matter what side you're on even. I'm just saying this will blow that fight up even bigger. No matter what side you're on. What is this? This is a person, and I'm going to say this as nice as I can. If this person was not hit in the head with a baseball bat multiple times, not even once, multiple times, if that was not the case, then they need to be executed. There's only one, how could you ever get to this level that you're at? Where your face is covered in this pale yellow dirt? What is going on with the makeup? Why even get into that, I guess, but I did notice that. Okay, the makeup is very bizarre, guys. Just look at it. What is this person's life? First of all, no idea how old she is, but just imagining the life that it took you to get to this spot, where everyone that maybe was left in your family sees this and they go, block number, block my niece's number. She's entirely block her number. It's insane. And if you guys are going, you're going too hard on these white female rappers, that's not true. They deserve much worse. But there's plenty of men that have done it too. And here's one I just saw the other day. And again, this is Therapop, guys. These are lyrics that are based on weird emotional freakouts you've had at therapy or breakthroughs, one or the other. This is more of a freakout, like a "you'll never love me" kind of guy. And these people all kind of learned this from Eminem, from his ability to kind of step out of his own brain and cite two ideas or whatever. And it's like, "I'll kill you, motherfucker," and "I love you," like all that stupid shit. Eminem taught these people how to do it, unfortunately. And all these people go to therapy and they go, yeah, these are good sayings you're telling me. Let me just put this in a TikTok video and then make 18 versions of the same part and just keep reposting it every day, because that's called expressing myself. It's not making the art, it's posting it that's the expression, right? Okay, let's get to it. Public Works SNJ. See what you got to offer, buddy.
Yes, it's chunky, and that's the reason I'll always see me as ugly. I know, I'm a
Whoa. He just rhymed fuck up with fuck up. Okay, that is... You guys know my problem with lyrics, but I mean, that's it. That could be intentional almost. That's so dumb to post. If you have a little clip of video you post and it's you rhyming the same words together, like that could be intentional to try to get some hate. But that level of like weird, it could be real, but also fake emotional, like just like a guy that's willing to do that, to have a public freak out on beat. That's an interesting guy. That's a guy you want him at the party. You don't want to be like, you don't want it to ride with you to the party. You want him a separate ride. But you want him at the party because you know he's going to lose his shit and it's funny to watch. That's what's crazy. He's like, this without him putting it to a beat, if he's just doing this, what this is categorized as is a cringe freakout video. But because there's a beat behind it, it's now categorized as music, as therapop. So who knows, like, what I'm saying is who knows what that means for the future. Maybe people will be taking their like, I don't know, Prize Picks advertisements videos, and that'll be considered music in the future if you put a beat to it. Or maybe they'll like, what else could, I'm trying to think what else is embarrassing. Maybe people just be taking videos of themselves taking a shit, but they'll put it to a beat. And then it's no longer embarrassing, it's actually music. It's actually become music. Wow. God love him. Because I don't. Okay, that's it, guys. This is long enough. We've gone long enough. I'll leave you with that. That was episode 182 of This World Blows. Do the things, guys. Like, subscribe, share with only those who will not report me. And as always, thank you for letting me hate. Goodbye from me.